Hi, Moeen. Congratulations on the vice captaincy. How does that sound? Well, I'm not quite sure I can hear you there. Are you there?
Yeah, I can hear
Oh,
you.
I got you. Cool. Yeah. How does it sound, Moeen, as to be England's vice captain in a big Test match against India?
Yeah, it sounds amazing. Obviously, to captain or vice captain England in any form is huge, and yeah, I'm very excited. I'm obviously not hoping for Joe to go off the field, but if he does go off, yeah, I'm looking forward to the role.
It's been a fairly quick shift in fortunes in terms of you had that sort of extended period out of the Test team, really, and the selection turns a bit, and you're back in the team, and then a few games later, you're right strong in that leadership group. Has it been quite a sort of a strange period in that sense? How quickly things have.
Yeah, I mean I think that's the beauty of sport in one way, but also I know that obviously Joss is not here, Ben's not here, and they would have done it if they were here. So I'm pretty realistic in terms of that. But yeah, things can change quickly, and to be given the role, I think is great. And I do speak a lot to the players, and we sort of bounce ideas off each other a lot.
And beyond what it means to you personally, Moeen, what do you think this means to some of the British Asian community, perhaps on a wider level? It's obviously been a tricky time for cricket in that regard. And I just wonder if you think there's any significance to this beyond what it means to you as a person.
I think it shows that I'm not sure, to be honest. I think with the British Asian, I think whenever you're playing for England as a British Asian, you're representing a group that really, for me, for example, I feel like I'm representing them, and to be given a chance, I feel maybe they will be also thinking in cricket, chances are given if you do the right things and you're showing the attitude towards the game that you probably should.
Moeen, what I know in your leadership experience with Worcester and stuff, well, what kind of a sort of leader are you? What do you think that you can lend to Joe and bring to Joe on the field this week?
I think just some ideas on probably things that he's probably unsure of. I feel like I can just throw ideas at him would be my biggest strength. And I would say I'm normally a calm kind of captain with the players, etc. But almost also taking the load off Joe Root, I think, who has obviously a lot on his plate. But then I stand up mid-off to the bowlers often, and we speak about how they want to try and bowl and what fields potentially they can have, and just things like that. I like coming from a batter's point of view as well, where I will speak to the bowlers and tell them how I feel the batter is playing and what he's probably thinking and stuff like that. Yeah, nothing too exciting.
Mo, 2 matches into your sort of comeback of sorts into the Test team, certainly in this country, it's going okay?
Okay, yeah. Obviously, I know that I've got to put some performances in to cement my spot in the team. I don't feel like obviously I've done that yet, and that's what I want to do. So having a couple of games now under my belt after quite a long layoff, we're not really playing a lot of red ball cricket at all over the last couple of years. I feel like my game's in order now, and I feel like I've got the rhythm of the game a bit more. I certainly found the first Test match very tiring, especially after the first airloads, having not obviously done it for a while. So yeah, I know that performances are needed, but so does everybody else. So yeah, as a team, we want to perform well and win the series.
There have been times when you've been sort of a bit sceptical and doubtful about your Test match future. Are you now fully committed to the red ball game, to Australia this winter and beyond?
Looking forward, obviously, India, the next 2 games are quite big from an individual point. Is big for me to put some performances to keep my spot in the team, really, and that's what I want to do initially. And then with Australia, there's obviously a lot more information that we need and things like that as for players and the families and for us to even really think about going forward or think about going there, really.
You're certainly hoping to go to Australia if that tour takes place.
Sorry?
You're certainly hoping to be selected and part of the Australian tour if it takes place.
Yeah, of course. I mean, at the minute, if it all takes place, then yeah, I'm obviously quite keen to go and cement my place in this team.
Hello, Moeen.
obviously we're back here at the Oval. Some happy memories for you with the hat-trick in Test cricket against South Africa. Are you expecting the pitch to turn here?
No, I'm not. I'm not expecting a hat-trick, no, but I'm probably expecting a little bit of spin towards the end of the game. It does look a little bit green, to be honest with you, than probably normally is normal here, but it's always a good wicket here for batting and bowling, and then towards the back game for spinners.
And just what are your memories of the hat-trick here against South Africa?
Yeah, I just remember it took me 3 balls to get 3 wickets right at the end, and then obviously we celebrated with the win, which was great. So, yeah, I mean, I've always enjoyed playing here, not just because of the hat-trick, but there's been other performances I've done here, which has been quite nice.
Mo, you talked about your calm kind of sensibilities. Do you think that will be important for the team this week when Virat has said that his side are going to come back with more intensity, more aggression than they had at Headingley? It was noticeable that England managed to calm things down a bit. Do you think you'll have a role in keeping players zen?
Yeah. I'm expecting India to come out with all that intensity, and I thought Headingley, because of the first day, the great day that we had, we sort of took wind out of it for them a little bit, and then for the rest of the test match, we played really well. So I just think we were really focused last game, and we just concentrated on our own performances, and as a team, we did fantastically well. And yeah, I think for my role will be just to let the guys know what they're capable of doing, and yeah, just trying to bring the best out of players individually.
I know that you care deeply about your performances in the team, but I'm not sure I've ever seen you lose your temper out in the middle. How do you manage to not get drawn into flashpoints?
I think a few things really. I don't think I take it too seriously at times. I think some of the stuff the opposition possibly do or what we do is only to get at us or get us to play differently, and I think I'm quite good at controlling that as much as I can. I just try and be the same no matter what. I still have, I've got friends in the opposition team. Obviously on the field we play hard and stuff, and I won't let a cricket game get in the way of with me and my teammates or me and the opposition. So yeah, I always think about that, and I think about who I'm representing with my family, my parents, and things like that. So yeah, there's more to it than just losing my cool on the field and things like that. I just try and I think about the bigger picture at the end of it.
And one of the things your teammates have always said about you is that you're one of the sort of funnier chaps and like a laugh and a joke. Would you rather get people laughing on the field than anything else?
Yeah. I mean, from what I understood there, what I could hear in that question was, yeah, I try and have a laugh and joke and off the field as much as I can, and yeah, just trying to enjoy myself. I think when I'm enjoying myself, I play my best cricket, and yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't take it too seriously. I try and enjoy every minute of playing for England, and obviously every second that goes by, I try and cherish it, and by that is having good friends around me and just enjoying my time.
Just on that, you're talking about your role at sort of mid-on or mid-off, chatting to the bowlers. It kind of when that first wicket fell the other morning, Jimmy Anderson got KL Rahul in the first over. He made a point of sort of pointing to you in his celebration. What was the kind of the build up to that wicket? Because that wicket kind of sort of set the tone there.
Oh yeah, nothing major. It was more like he just asked me if I was bowling. If he was bowling a little bit shorter than on this weekend, I'd say that maybe just a little bit. It's scary because Jimmy Anderson has got so many wickets, and telling him to pitch it up is not easy. But yeah, I was more like yeah, just a little bit fuller and stuff. And then next ball, obviously he bowled it and he nicked it and things like that. There's a couple of other instances as well which were very similar, which is great. And it's not me saying, it's just them, I think, throwing ideas at me and me just giving my opinion in that situation.
Yeah, you're right. It says something when a bloke with 600 wickets is still kind of open to outside, info and what have you.
Yeah, I mean, and it's great that Jimmy. First of all, it's amazing that he's even asking me to my opinion on these things, because obviously he's the greatest bowler we've ever had, and he's yeah. So that gives me a lot more confidence that next time, if there is something that I feel like I can easily go up to Jimmy and things like that and speak to him about it. And I think that's his biggest strength, that he's, even though he's got so many wickets very close or anything, he's very open to other ideas and people's opinions.
Hello, Mo. Given that you've been in and out of the side for a couple of years, does being handed the vice captaincy give you any greater confidence over your security of place in the side?
Not really. The thing I take out of it is that they obviously consider me as somebody who can do the job, or somebody who's experienced in the team now and has the character to be vice captain. I don't see it as my spot cemented. Of course not. I think there's performances I need to put in going forward in the next 2 games for me to keep this spot in the team. And it's not, I know that I'm vice captain because Ben Stokes and Josh is not here. So yeah, I mean, for me going forward, it's about putting performances in.
And just finally, 1-1, 2 test matches to play. England against India, one of the most powerful teams and best teams in the world. How do you see it going? I mean, this is what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. And I think the one thing we are really good at as a team, I think, is coming back from behind. But the problem will be now going forward is really putting in the performance that can take us and take us ahead. And we're quite confident in England, in particular against India, that we can do that. We've done it before. I think in 2014, and so yeah, I mean, we have to put in some strong performances, and if we can repeat anything like we did at Headingley, then I'm sure we've got a great chance.
Sorry if this has been asked earlier. How do you think the pitch is going to pan out for the game tomorrow? Do you expect a spinning track? And adding to that, are you surprised with the fact that Ashwin is yet to feature in the series?
I think tomorrow's wicket, I think there's in England, most grounds always tend to spin a little bit anyway. I think some obviously more than others, but there's always a bit of spin. I'm not expecting it to be a Bunsen now. So, and on Ashwin, yeah, I think a little bit maybe, because but I also feel Jadeja's an amazing cricketer. He's one of my favourite cricketers in the world, and I would have never said anything. I would always have Jadeja in my team no matter what. So, and I think India, after winning at Lord's, would have gone with the 4 seamers. So, I thought Jadeja did a great job as well. So, and he's batting really well, I think, in my opinion. So, I'm sure Ashwin has been considered, and he will be considered going tomorrow.